Our world is dying because of lack of water. It is getting worse now. There's nothing to harvest this year. The only thing he can do is praying. The drought situation is so serious in some places that the crops cannot survive. This is a photo taken in South California 2014, which hasn't got any rain in us for years. So what happened to our daily life? Can you ever believe the images on the left and on the right were taken at almost the same place? The left photo was taken in 2011 and the right one was taken in 2014. There was a huge lake there, but in 4 years, the water level had been dramatically decreased by 150 feet. As you see in the photo, after 4 years, the only thing left is a tiny stream. The picture shown here is a fossil lake in California. As you can see in 2011, there's a huge dam there and people use the water potential energy to generate electricity. It was a beautiful scene at the local place. People like fishing and boating on the lake. But now, it's even lucky that you just find one single fish. Now, let's take a look at the US drought monitor on January 2014. If the color is darker, the intensity of the drought is bigger. It's very easy to see that the drought situation is more serious in the western states than the eastern states. Like California is almost covered by the red, and in some specific locations, the color is in dark red, which means it bears exceptional drought situation. So people may ask why the drought happening in California is so concerned. Well, there are several reasons. The first reason is the El Nino. El Nino is a natural ocean water movement phenomenon that the warm ocean water develops in the central and east central equator Pacific. It is generally like the cycle of the movement of the warm and cold ocean water. In North America, El Nino effect causes the winter becoming warmer and drier. Scientists found El Nino phenomenon is more active than the previous years, and that makes a major contribution to the drought in California. Okay, now let's talk about the second major reason, high usage of water. This is an image of water usage in California by NRDC. Human may use 44 million acre-feet per year, but if you take a look at the image, you will find we only use 20% in urban, and all the rest is used in agriculture. That is why the average local food price in California is greater than the normal years in 2014 during the drought. The third, other effects. Some people may ask how the food related to the drought in California. Well, there are two major effects which are related to the food that can cause the indirect factor of drought. As the large share numbers, livestock produce a considerable volume of greenhouse gases that leads to an increase in temperature. United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization has estimated that livestock production is responsible for 18% of greenhouse gas. That is the indirect factor of drought. Burning the residues is a large contributor to greenhouse gas emission. Almost 20% of U.S. land is dedicated to crops. Residues from corn, cotton, rice, soybean, sugarcane, wheat are most commonly burned after harvest, and mostly these residues were just burned in the field. There is no air filter or other machines to filtrate these smoking greenhouse gases. As I mentioned before, the large emission of greenhouse gases cause an increase in temperature, and that could be an indirect factor of drought in California. It seems our environment is getting worse and worse. Our beautiful land is becoming desert. Well, don't worry, I'm just scaring you. We are the smartest creatures in the world, and we are good at solving problems.